Alright, good morning. Just. It is the coldest day of the year so far. 8 degrees. Top temperature today. 8 degrees. So it's actually best if we start with some racing today. So how's everyone? Everyone who's here, hang on a sec. Don't have to chat up. Lisa, Ming, Joel, Wench, Ping Pong. Smush. What up? See guys, he's got to be grateful right now because like Lee's streaming to like 2,000 people ranting right now. I could have jumped on football and been primed and ready for that. But I'm here because I said I would and I rate Fuji. But I'm here to do it for the lulz. And instead I could be doing something that could be really growing my audience. "18 degrees, mate. Fucking hell. We had 16 and sun the other day and I thought it was heaven. Also, check the beanie, guys. Check the beanie. Check the beanie. Kitty. Perfect for me. Got ears and all. Beautiful beanie. Yeah, I've scheduled it for 2 o'clock. So, all things go well, we'll do 4 races. And then I'll switch over to that. Because I'll tell you what, I was struggling last night with Europa. They're cat ears, yes. We don't have a win with Europa yet. We've played 2 Europa games and we have a draw and a loss. He's in New Zealand, bro. That's why I'm saying it's even crazier. Like usually they've got colder than us. What's going on now? Sir fucking constructor god. Mate, I thought I had lurkers. You've got lurkers, mate. That game just must have a shitload of old blokes that don't even have like YouTube accounts. They don't even know what a YouTube account or a Google account is, but they just came across some bloke constructing shit on YouTube, I reckon, and they stayed. I reckon my dad's one of them. It's like some of these raids, bro. 200 people sitting around, but like, where are they all? Where are the likes? Where are the subs? Where you at? But it's good to see, bro. It is really good to see. Every night now, bro, like I see it build, you know. I see you go on, you'll have 20. I'll look back again in about an hour or two, you'll have 50, 60, and then if I'm getting off, you'll have like 150, 200. So, killing it. Like if you were in a 1,000 sub situation, you'd already be cruising, bro. Absolutely cruising. And I have no doubt your average view numbers would be killing mine at the moment. So you're killing it, bro. It is a part of the game. It is, bro. Like you have to, you know, however you choose to do it, whether you do it bluntly, whether you do it kindly, whether you do it like a simp. But it is so simple to just say, but also when you've got the Nightbot commands for it, or you've got admins doing it, it can get a bit annoying if you've got admins demanding it. It's truthfully, like, got admins telling you to hit the like and shit, it can get annoying. But one thing I've realised, I realised a long time ago, but you talk to a lot of other YouTubers who have ever got to any position, they'll say the same thing. People come and go all the time. Like, if you don't do the same thing forever, they'll come and go. And then if you do the same thing forever, they'll come and go even more. Because they'll see your... You know, they might come in at a time where you're loving life and everything's great, and that's why they want to hang around, and then there's a time where it's not so good and they leave. So it's like, people come and go. People come and go all the time, man. Like, but it's through that too that you really start to notice who your real ones are, like your true ones, your ones that have supported you. Like, I've already got my guys who have supported me for years. I've got my guys who have supported me for years who have dropped off now that there's been some form of success. It's like either they think there's too much going on with the chat, they don't like the new mutants, they don't like the football, they don't like any new direction, so they've dropped off entirely. They're happy for my success, but they won't partake in it anymore. And I know people like that too. Like, it becomes too big for them. So you'll always lose people, you'll always gain people. I did on the reset, bro, I did all I did was Goodwood. I did time trial for a little bit of this because I do like Fuji, and I can put in a very good time here if I actually care. I did like a 10-minute time trial, did a top 300 time at the time, and said, yeah, I should get on and probably try some of this stuff throughout the week. But it's just the care factor thing too. Like, I can race really well here, and I do really enjoy racing at Fuji, but like, I don't play with my mates anymore. And when I do, it's shit like this. But at Goodwood, stacked, man. We had 5, 6 of us. It was like a lobby, like one of my Sunday lobbies, bro. Lounsey, Ash, me, Valos, and then a couple other genuinely like good A+, A-rated Aussie drivers were there, bro. Like, and we were having a blast. And there wasn't a race where no one died. I've still got to make a video out of it because those C1s, they just spin so funny. They just do funny things as soon as they crash. But I do like Fuji and miss it. And if this had rain, I would have jumped on it all week. But I will not touch Daily B, just Daily Bs, full stop. Unless Daily B's a Nordschleife or a Le Mans, I don't do it. And Group 4, and like I didn't even, the dailies have been up for about 2 hours, I didn't even look at it, and I was like, oh, what's the car? G70, yep. Like, so it's just, my thoughts on Group 4 remain the same, my thoughts on the people who only can do Group 4 remain the same. This is real. Like, this is something of the game we don't really get. Fuji's pretty easy, but it's also more challenging than a Suzuka. Suzuka's kind of just the same thing. Only certain cars can do it. Fuji allows like certain cars to be competitive because of the straights, but then you've got the middle sectors where cars can absolutely, you know, destroy the really fast cars. Like, Fuji's challenging, in my opinion. One of the greatest Japanese tracks, if not the greatest Japanese track of all time. I don't rate Suzuka anymore. It's been done to death. There's a lot of tracks I don't rate anymore because of Gran Turismo. Spa, Suzuka. When you've been racing on the same tracks for 7 years straight, and like those tracks are in every other game too, you know, so. But like, we've done Group 1 here, we've done Trans Am here. Sector 3 is the hardest sector of Fuji, 100%. The last turn alone. How, when you watch the Ghost and you see how wide the Ghost goes off the runoff curb, and every time you try to do it, you spin. If Project Racing is from the people that were really behind Project Cars, then I'll be behind it. I think that's what it is. The people that were behind Project Cars 1 and 2. And then departed. I have heard, I've seen a Traxi on piece recently that had about games coming up. He keeps getting it off, Lisa. We keep having to tighten it. Like, we think we have to keep it on him until he goes back. He still may need another case of the antibiotics too. Because he keeps getting the cone off and going it. Going to open it up again. I'm getting annoyed at him. Apparently this morning it was off him again. It's the third time he's got out of it now. I think he knows how to get out of it. And the antibiotics are done and the steroids are nearly done. We've got to take him back next week. So getting a little worrying again, a little frustrating. Animals being animals. Yeah, but if we've got to get another case of antibiotics because he hasn't let it fucking heal, Another 200 bucks that we don't have. Again. Oh my God, mate. Got a computer driving around for you, buddy? Seen that happening. That Ferrari was so worried about us in his mirror and staying out of the draft. I seen that happening. And I went early and he did not stop. That was a nice move. But I could see that happening. He was too concerned about keeping the cars out of the draft in his slow-ass Ferrari. And he wasn't looking ahead. And Joel gave me the massive bump, which really launched me behind him. And it was already too late for that bloke to pull up. Joel just got dive bombed by him. Avocado. He's going to end up being some smashed avo soon. Fucking son of a bitch. Someone crashed going into the pits. Someone was crashed into the pit wall going into the pits. And yeah, the connections are cooked. Absolutely cooked. That, I mean, guys, it's been 3.5 years. We're getting an update tomorrow that's never been addressed. It's been 3.5 years, guys. It's just non-stop. It's like every update it gets worse, you know. Like last GTWS. Took me a week to get over it, mate. We're in GTWS races, nothing but Aussies and Kiwis, and we still have the same shit. It's not our internet. It's not our own personal internets at home. It's the game. Like where the strongest person in the room has yellow bars. I remember when yellow used to be lag. But yeah, the connections are fucking horrible. have been for a long time. That's why I hate lobby racing. That's why I don't get anybody who can sit there and do lobby racing with randoms. Internationals and shit. The connections are fucking horrible. Absolutely horrible. And then it's just everyone finger pointing. Connections are a big thing with sim racing, mate. Connections are a big thing with any competitive gaming. Any competitive gaming, like a shooter, where you're using a mouse and keyboard type thing. Yeah, one of the most important things that there is. Any racer, 100% for precise inputs. Like your inputs are your inputs, but what's happening into the other cars around you relies on their connection akin to you, and that's where it gets messy. See why people are choosing the Ferrari now. These tyres are fucked. Yeah, lag in shooting games is bad. Lag in racing games is dangerous. Go watch the fucking Ghost, and they do that every lap, mate, in the time trial on a set of softs. Stop, dumb on the turn. There you go. That's why it's dangerous to race around. I had to do a Nord race following someone for 20 minutes around fucking first 2 laps of the Nord that had a connection like that the other night in wet weather. And I was raging about it because he was the only person that was there that wasn't an Australian. And he was the only one that had that connection. And I thought, why should we have to fucking deal with this? Just because this person's fast and wants to be involved with a race in a completely another region. Why should us that are stuck behind them have to deal with, we can't even think about where they are at the time because of the teleporting? I was raging hard. But that right there is what we call a lag spike, mate. Teleporting cars, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like full teleporting. Like grinding along the walls, jumping around, like some of the craziest shit you could ever imagine. And they don't even know what's happening on their end. On their end, they're racing around, not a care in the world with a good connection, and it's everyone else that has a bad connection. Like, I've had it happen in the official series that I've messaged the people during the race and said, bro, your connection's cooked. Nobody wants to pass you, and like they don't give a shit. Like, and then I think the next race they watch the replay And they said at the start of the thing, they were like, yeah, my bad, I've got really bad internet where I live. And I just bluntly replied, then don't play. Because this is the World Series and you're wiping out half the field and you don't even know you're doing it. Fucking, they're going 10 laps on meds. So even me, I going, what, 6 on the softs here. It's probably going to be wishful thinking. 6, 7 laps. Rain would have been nice. Oh, you mean it's actually raining? Yeah, today's it's going to be cold and wet. It was pissing down last night. Pissing down and windy. But yeah, this would have been sick with rain, but if you mean real rain, it hasn't been me yet. Yeah, this is horrible. actually horrible. Feels great in the time trial on softs. But this is abysmal in the race. Hey Tim. I actually only recently removed you as an admin the other day, bro, because I thought you were gone. Sorry about that. Been so long since I seen you or heard from you or anything, bro, that I thought I was barred. So I only removed you as an admin a couple of days ago. You and a couple others, and then added in one more. But I hope you're well, mate. I genuinely thought you would drop me though, because I've had it a bit recently with a few others. But I hope you're well, mate. It's been a long time since you've dropped in. Might as well be dead. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? The mod thing's just because, like, if you're not here, not watching, bro, like, I need mods who are, because I've had a lot of trolls and shit. So in general, I've had to add mods that are around. But what do you mean, man? I don't know if that's snark or not, like. Last time I spoke to you, you didn't seem too eager. And I remember, you know, a little bit before that, I was like, let's catch up. But I know shit hasn't been good for you. I'm not saying anything, bro, I'm just... You know, I've got anxiety too, yeah? If I don't hear from people, or, like, I always think I'm the problem, which I usually am. And we've been struggling here, financially, big time. And I know the last time I reached out to you was when I had a computer issue, but it didn't, yeah, like, you just, at the time, I don't know, bro, are we good? That's all I'm saying. Like, I've had this happen a lot, man. I don't hear from people. Like the I might as well be dead comment, I feel like that with some people. Like, I'm streaming 10, 12 hours a day, and I've got people outright in my life that I don't hear from. My own best friends and family included. So I understand that comment if you meant it as it goes both ways. But I do hope you're well, mate. I would, yeah. Sorry for opening my mouth. The mod thing was done the other day, and there was a big discussion about how I need mods who are here, and how I've had people who have been mods who aren't here, but they're in other channels, etc. But I know, oh fuck hell, I know people get busy. Jesus Christ. But what do you mean, Tim? Like, might as well be dead, bro. I don't know if that's a shot at me, a comment, a funny thing, or... Yeah, well there you go, the aggro on stream. And why was I aggro on stream, Tim? Because I was not enjoying what I was doing anymore, bro. Like, and then that's been... I'm not gonna get into it with you, bro. Like, If you've been around, you've been around enough to see everything. You'd understand why the aggro comes with it, bro, because the pressure and the expectation and the trolls, and it is hard to not be aggro when you're trying to be so good, when you're trying to not get distracted, when you're trying to, like, and I'm not on my meds, bro. Why am I not on meds? Because there's conversations around that too. Got to get better myself type thing, like, aggro's always there, bro. It's always been me. It was a part of me from day one. Sorry for being mean. I've got a chip on my shoulder, bro. I've always had a chip on my shoulder. And I've got like failing equipment, driving around fucking fuck knuckles, and then even the people that are meant to be my friends, when I'm driving around them, they're being fuck knuckles. So yeah, the angry shit, the end of the day, it was this game, bro. Life, my situation. So sorry if I'm a little upset and down and angry when I don't necessarily think life's good at the moment. But I get it. I know heaps of people are fucked off for the same reasons. I know people that go around on other channels calling me a moaning, whining bastard. But they were also never here to support me when things were good. When I was winning GTWS, or when I was, you know, like they weren't here to support me. When I was top 10 in Australia, most pressure I've ever had on me. There was no pats on the back. There was no well done, you finally made it. You know, like, so for all the bad and all of the shit that people say that I say, they also don't fucking support me when the shit is good. And then I've got people who, I do anything on the track, they're like, sick move. So, goes both ways, right? I'm a person who needs to be built up, not torn down. And I think lately a lot of people have wanted to tear me down. And it's hard to play this game and talk to the crowd and be in the moment. And but I will say that a lot of the people that have said they had enough of my negativity weren't exactly around to offer any positivity when it was on. Sorry I'm not a robot. Sorry I'm not Rory, bro. Sorry that the streaming is literally all I have right now to even rely on, and if it goes bad, then shit goes bad for me, and it affects my personality. I do need to justify that. Anytime I lose anybody's support, I do need to justify it. They clicked to me in the first place. There was something they liked about me. Something they wanted to follow or support. And then they drop off because they see the real me, or too much of me being upset or whatever, without listening to the reasons behind it, like the definition of insanity. Repeating the same thing and expecting a different outcome, which is what this game has very much become. And we've been vocal about that for years. For for years. And the recent GTWS was the highest I've ever been. It was the most I cared about this game in a long time. It was the most effort. Not just doing dailies every day, doing dailies. It was me relentlessly doing lobbies and practicing with top split, world class drivers and doing the best and struggling the whole time, hating it the whole time, wanting to quit the whole time. And I didn't, and I did it, and it's over. And now there's nothing to look forward to, and it's turned to shit. And the more I think about that, it's like, well, why am I even on the game? And then you add in the other stuff about how long the game's been out and how long I've been trying to grow an audience based on other games. How many other games I've genuinely spent 10-hour sessions on. Like, I've always tried other stuff. The smartest thing to do would be to step the fuck away. But you guys won't let me, and I'll lose a lot of subs if I do. As it is, I get people that only show up to FIFA to ask me questions about Gran Turismo. So I'm in a pretty cursed situation at the moment with this game. And I have explained it to the death, to the point that it's made me emotional, over emotional. Look, real talk, Wench, Viking, Kent's another one. You guys are new to this game. You're new to it. Whether you've had it or not the whole time, like even Viking, you're new to the game. There's still so much stuff, even in the single player game, that you haven't done or don't know about. Like, yous are new to the game, both in a sim racing aspect of, like, you know, you're getting in a rig the first time and then just getting into GT7 a year or two behind the party. So no matter what, you guys have a future set in it. You guys have a couple of years out of it. I've had 3 great years out of it, thousands of hours. And you guys can still get that and get that growth and the growth of yourself and the audience. And like, I've been playing this game for 7 years. 7 years. The only thing I've done any differently on this game has been Daytona. Give or take a couple other tracks, but Daytona. We had more cars in the last game than we still have in this one. I've been doing this for 7 years. Like, it looked exactly like this 7 years ago. It didn't. GTS looks worse, but it looked exactly like this 7 years ago. Except the hotel wasn't there. Hotel wasn't in front of Fuji. 7 years, guys. November 2017. We've been doing this. You guys haven't. Like, as a streamer even, I'm not, like, fuck it, I'm not even in this race. I have done every single form of streaming that this game has to offer. I have been a daily grinder And I had people call me a wanker for that. Dailies mean nothing. And it's right. But you've got your daily streamers, and they're the big ones, right? But those, like this, all you do is dailies. Yeah. Big whoop. Sprint races with no wear. All right? We've been through that, and I've been that racer. I've been the Thursday drop time trial guy. Spent 2 hours on the Thursday time trial trying to be top #1 in the world, whatever, for a little amount of time. I've been the guy where the races drop and you spend 2 hours qualifying before you even do a race. Then you go in and do the race, you get wrecked. I have been the lobby host where you just did random, dumb, fun shit. I have been the series host. I have streamed all the single player. I've done all the new events when they came out. I showcased the new cars. One of the only ones. New update comes out. What's the first thing people do? Go to a fucking lobby to test BOP. I'm driving the new cars in a lobby with mates. So please, I have done every single aspect of streaming this game. And it seems, unless you're super established and you can just put up bits where you've played particular bits of it, or you're not, you've got to be a fucking daily grinder, a GTWS alien, or someone who just hosts lobbies. That's it. Daily audience. You want the 50 people watching, you want the 100 people watching, you want the 100 likes. That's what you have to be on this game. To be a wench, to be a Grove, to be a Viking, to be a Kent. That's what you have to be. This is the facts now, right? If you guys want to be Rory, that's what you have to be. I've been doing that because I've never said Rory. We'll speak on Rory, right? That you want to be Rory. Dailies. I'm not putting people down, right? We'll talk on Rory and dailies and Mr. Gran Turismo. Rory puts out a video, still up there, of the most undrivable cars in Gran Turismo, with the Superbird as the thumbnail. And we took great offense to that. And we pull it out on a regular occurrence at the Nordschleife. That's the type of driver Rory is. That's the type of Gran Turismo streamer Rory is. This is the type of Gran Turismo player that I am. And I've done it all for a long time. And you guys are new to it. Going through the journey, doing the Group 4, driving with assist, doing Race B. And you've got people loving you for it. Either people that are new to it themselves, or people that love the positivity, or people that just fucking love Gran Turismo. And that's all it's ever going to be for them. That's all they fucking care about is Gran Turismo. So but that's it. That's the audience for Gran Turismo. That's the ceiling. Rory set the ceiling. And then even the custom races that they do, the 200 lap whatever, always Group 3, always Group 4, always something like that. Something that's very accessible for everybody. But even those things have become a glorified content creator. Look at me. They all want to fucking be a part of something when it's hosted by Rory. And tell me when I'm telling lies, fellas. You've got special privileges. Tell me when I'm telling lies. So all I'm saying, guys, is I've tried everything. I tried it with my own guys, vast, man. Far Cry 3. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And bro, even the grind that got me to 1,000, it was like, I don't even know how I did it. It was daily grind. It was just a daily grind. It was daily grinds for 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. Fucking switch between all the accounts. Oh, I hate PUBG, but it is very popular. But I hate PUBG. I hate Battle Royals, bro. PUBG's the original. I don't like what the Battle Royal game mode has done to the greater gaming community. But PUBG is the original. I'm not a giver surrounded by takers. Don't say that. I've had a lot given. I've had a lot given to me. Don't say that. I've had a lot of help along the way. Sweet stash. Speaking of a stash, Ferg, I'm building up a little fucking little wall of collectibles up there. They look fucking sick at the moment. Because I want to start, when I do watch-alongs and shit, I want to be more comfortable. I want to be chilling back over there, so I've got like a wall of shit on display behind me. But I get the negativity, guys. Like, and I look, like, straight up. Goes back, what are we? We're in June, so we're in a full year. All right, so I got back on the meds in June. And I was on them till December, January. And go back through that whole period. You can judge however whatever you think of. That's when the surge happened, right? So I got back on the meds. I had my breakdown in May last year. I got back on the meds in June, and I was back off of them by January. Probably again due to a financial nature, right? One, even just rebooking your script, $95 just to get seen, script alone, and I needed a stronger dosage. So I stopped around Christmas again, and we're 6 months out from that again. This is 2 years of this now, guys. I don't know what else to say on that. Do I have to get better on my own? Do I have to get better without it? Do I have to get better without you guys? Because I can't do all three at once. Because even I was starting to feel when I was on it, and the progress was happening, I was a fucking zombie. I was a nonchalant zombie. I was letting shit happen in my chat. I was not speaking. There was a lot of stuff that I just wasn't having, even when it came to home life. Not offering opinions. Not. It's like you're not thinking. Money. Legitimately, money. Prescription. Dude, literally, as it is, even as it is, my YouTube income barely pays the prescription, the subs that we have to like keep the streaming going. Netflix, KO, PSN, and after paying the missus and then paying them, there's nothing left, bro. And I need to pay them. I need PSN to stream online. I need KO to do F1 watch-alongs, and I need Netflix to do wrestling watch-alongs and promo class. So like, and then now with football's going to come into it too, KO again, and that's about $100 a month out just on subscriptions. Then we've probably got about $30 to $40 that we put out onto other YouTubers, monthly subscriptions. I started doing your whole 10% of the overall income thing, no matter what. Can't always get my monthlies, but there's some that I've done no matter what. But no matter what, at the end of the day, there's not enough coming in that I could justify that. And then time at the gym is time not streaming and time not earning. Can't even apply for work anymore. Like, it's just... No, I don't have your KO. I haven't had your KO for ages. I explained that to you a long time ago. Haven't had your KO or your VPN thing for a long time. I explained it a long time ago. And then I had to do like my own re-sign thing on a deal, and they got me in on premium. It was like re-sign for $1, and now I've got fucking premium, $40 every month. But premium's actually sick, and 4K is sick. But no, I haven't had yours probably since Christmas. I haven't had your VPN for even longer. They both at one point asked me for re-signing details that I didn't have saved to my computer, so I couldn't log in. But I remember telling you, probably the second last time we caught up, bro. But as it was, even with VPN-wise, I was going to buy my own VPN very soon. Because I think it's worth it. But, yeah, KO, no. And as it was, even with me getting back onto KO, it was because of someone wanted me to do a watch-along for the Australian Grand Prix. So they paid for it, basically, to hook up the first month. You know, the regular exercise, even that, the regular exercise was working for me during summer, but we've come into fucking winter now, and it's hard to even get motivated to stream. So yeah, regular exercises turn to shit. And there ain't going to be no Comic-Con type stuff. Even that, Viking, I've disconnected from that world, bro. Like, fully disconnected from that world. It's been 5 or 6 years, bro. All my mentors are out of the game. Like, even as it was, my crowd was the older crowd there, bro. I was the 20-something, 30-something, looking up to the older ones that were still making a go of it. We didn't hang out with the kids. We just sold shit to the kids. We used the kids to make money. But we didn't try to make friends with the kids when it came to the cosplay. We did not want to be associated with them because they were kids and they already pushed boundaries as it was. And I've been disconnected from that world for a long time, bro. And I haven't been to a con since fucking 21, 22. Yeah, I would get that, Viking, and I can understand it too, because you do look so ripped and shit and healthy. I know someone who's like that, bro. I know someone who's got full-blown Crohn's disease, was meant to die from it. They've got like fucking 3% kidney operation or some shit like that, and they do those Spartan races. You know, like the Hawaii Ironman thing. They do Spartan races, bro, and they got 3% fucking kidney operation shit. And he's tanked, bro, and he's in his mid-40s too, and he's another cosplayer. He looks like Jason Momoa, does an Aquaman cosplay. But you would look at him, and you would think he is the fitter, you would think he's like fucking Bruce Lee, bro. And he's nearly died so many times, and he still pushes his body to the absolute limit. He's a very inspirational person. Very hard to do the regular exercise in an Australian winter though, guys. But even then, when I was back off the meds and I was exercising like a motherfucker and I was getting my rush out of that, and we were getting the channel growth, it still wasn't enough for me. There still wasn't satisfaction. I still wasn't happy. And I still felt that the only thing keeping me in check or keeping me from being angry all the time was the medication. Well, the only thing that keeping, and I mean by keeping me in check, I mean keeping my honest opinions to myself. Keeping the, causing some form of delay between brain and mouth, and then like some message that gets sent back to my brain and goes, it's not worth it. Too much of that was happening while I was on the meds. I could feel it in myself. I could feel it in my relationship. I could feel it with my audience. I was nonchalantly letting things, even all the Tom shit. That's why I started exploding to him, because I was letting it go for so long. And then, like, it was all a joke, haha, yeah, who cares? But then when I was like, no, I've had enough of this shit, it's because I wasn't on it anymore. What's going on here? We're having big, what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, we need to talk about that too, Zia. I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with you guys. I don't know what's going on with Liam. I don't know what's going on with Omar. I don't know what's going on with any of yous and any of that stuff. And even right now, what we're talking about right here is that type of stuff with me. So we've gone up subs, lost subs. It's like people hear real talk. They hear real talk, they attach to it. Then they hear too much real talk, so I don't know, guys. I don't know what people want. Also, you know what's really truthfully not helping me right now, guys? We're on the verge of World War III. For real, like the closest I think we've ever fully been to it in my lifetime. I think and it's really getting to me. It's really getting to me. Before Iran got involved, it was really getting to me, and now we're just, it's just really getting to me. You know, we're in winter, bro. It's freezing. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Vikings. So I'm in a situation right now, bro. Do I go back to the exact same thing? Yeah, I can't right now, bro. Not while I'm on stream. I'm already head fucked enough. Fuck, it's crazy how many Ferraris there is. Is there a brake balance for it? Just nothing? No, I don't mean it like that either, Tim. It's just, it's really stepped up though, bro. We've really stepped up now. Like, this is not even the discussion we had, bro. Like, and I agree with you now, like the Israel-Palestine. Even that though, like this is stepped up. Like Israel are turning into mini America in the Middle East, and yeah, I don't want to get into politics though, but it's getting, it's a little worrying. Also, Netflix didn't help me. Last night, I watched the Grenfell disaster documentary. It's brand new on Netflix. If anyone remembers Grenfell, I remember the footage from it. It was only fucking not even 10 years ago. It's only been 7 years. Fucking hell, that was a devastating documentary. I watched it last night, and it got... And that's the worst in humans. You know, cost cutting and middle-class citizens and fucking tower fire inferno shit. But if you haven't seen it, if you know the topic, if you remember the images, it's worth watching. It's as impacting as a 9/11 documentary, in my opinion. Especially the stories from the people who got out, the firefighters. Very, very powerful documentary. But I watched that last night and it brought me to tears. Twice. And even the Grenfell thing now, like, I genuinely feel like, even though I should have always, because of the football thing now at least, and a lot of the lads, chavs, whatever, I feel some form of kingship with at least some Englishmen now. More than I probably ever had before. At the same time, I've got banter with them more than ever before. But I feel like a kinship with Englishmen more than ever before because of the football thing. And bro, yeah, I'm not even, see, I'm not getting into it, bro, and I know you're on the other side. I don't want Iran and Saudi Arabia going to war, bro. Like, I was joking about it. I'm like, if Iran even try anything with Saudi Arabia, bro, like, I know where we stand, but it just takes one fuckwit. Like, it's still worrying, bro. Like, no matter what, I don't care what you say about it. And Zia, I know you will at least feel this. People in the Middle East, innocent people in the Middle East are dying by the thousands, man. Like, on every side of the fence. On every side of the fence, they're dying by the thousands. And it's the militaries that are doing it. And they're claiming that they're targeting, you know, terrorism on both sides, or and they may be, but they're also taking, like, both sides, bro, just outright, both sides are just fucking, the human cost, the civilian cost is just never a thing. Until money's affected, until the oil's affected, or until, you know, the canals close up, or gas is shut off, or, like, the only way they'll get them out of Iran, too, is, like, energy crisis shit. They'll attack the Iranian fucking energy infrastructure, get the people to rock. Bro, these cunts are just non-stop contact. And yeah, Chips, exactly that. And there's still, bro, because Chips, they showed footage of a fire in Melbourne that I remember. They showed footage of fires all over the world, bro, since Grenfell. Like, using that cladding. Like, I know how Melbourne is. I know like, they showed one in Melbourne, bruh, where people died. So I was like, this is, like, how can they let this happen? How can they let this happen? That Grenfell thing is full on, bro. How can they let it happen? And the company that's responsible for it, and the contracts that they have, and then the inquest and shit, it's horrible, bro. I knew of the fire, but I never knew of the greater story, and it's horrible. One of the worst fucking failures of society I've ever seen. On every single scale. From fucking that dickhead David Cameron down. But yeah, those poor families, man. The amount of kids, it just got me so hard. The amount of kids, the amount of babies, the amount of old people, the amount of disabled. It's just fucked. The whole stay put policy, that's still a thing. Like, even over here, bro, a house fire, you know, people lose everything. And you're gutted for them and shit. Like, they lose everything, a house fire. But like that, like, even when the guy says for $5,000 total cost more, it was like $2 per square meter of the cladding or whatever, and then he did like the square meter of cladding thing, and it was total cost was £5,000 that they could have spent more to have got a non-combustible cladding, and they didn't. And they had every single warning in the fucking world that this shit was going to go up. And like, they install it in 6 months. Like, even all the people got onto it, man. The people in the tower are trying to fucking, 6 months later it burns down. Like, neglect. Pure neglect. On a government, like the builders, the contractors, the government, the council, all of it, just neglect, pure neglect. One of the worst cases I've ever seen. It's like the fucking Bhopal disaster. Like, Bhopal's worse, when you think about long-term effects and what happened, but to know that that many people died in one night. Died because of the fat cunt. Because of David Cameron and his fucking 1 in, 2 out rule. And that fat cunt that he made the building of deregulation and shit. That fat bald cunt that looked like the fucking fat controller without a fucking hat on. And he's now a lord. But it was David Cameron's 1 in, 2 out deregulation platform that essentially deregulated the business, and everywhere else in Europe they knew that this shit was combustible and it got banned because of shit that had happened in France, and it was a company in France that was doing it, and because of these deregulations in the UK market they made this special, they were like, oh, we can get away with anything in UK. So it starts there, like his deregulation rules and the person that he elected to represent the fucking, it was like, I can't even remember what particular part of council he was, but he was the one who, like, it was a David Cameron election platform. He got in, and then one of the blokes that he brought in changed this rule, which, like, essentially stopped the regulators from having to check everything out. Yeah, he had some name like that. The big fat cunt, bro. Big fat bald. He looked like the fucking Baron out of Dune, bro. He looked like the Baron out of Dune. The Dune remakes. Fucking fat slob of a round man that took no responsibility. And then essentially, they threw all the blame at the emergency responders, which the emergency responders fucked up because of regulations that they had in place, but they weren't even allowed to say, because of these deregulations, the emergency responders weren't shown what they were up against. They weren't given the warnings about these cladding fires because they were being kept hidden from the councils and the governments of the UK because of these deregulation things. And it had literally been quoted by this dude in council, until they won't do anything in government until there's a pile of bodies. Well, they ended up with 72 of them. They ended up with 72 of them because of it. And still to this day, 7 days later, no one has served time. There has been no payouts. The place has not been rebuilt. It is like, and bro, yeah, the responders, man, bro, their stories, the responders' stories are heartbreaking. Like, the responders' stories are what got me. Like 9/11. The dudes that didn't, like, they didn't even know what they were in for. They were going in and out. Like, then they're in the inquest and they're fucking drilling them about why they didn't check every door, and, you know, they find out that some people died in a room that they didn't knock on the door, and this cunt's crying at the inquest like, oh, I thought, like, it's fucked, bro. Like, they went after the responders. Like, they didn't go after the contractors. They didn't go after the builders. They went after the tenants. They went after the respondents. Like, it's disgusting. They even had Theresa May on it, bro. And she, like, they didn't have the other cunt on it. They had Theresa May, and she was the one who got booed out of fucking Kensington. And she's, like, openly saying how much of just a critical failure it was at all these levels. It's disgusting. Like, it genuinely brought me to tears. I shouldn't have watched it. It was just, I was in that mood. I needed to watch a doco that, like, hit me hard. And it was recommended. Yeah, they weren't prepared, bro. And now they are. Like, even since the inquest, there was 19 recommendations of changings to the fire department, and every single one of them was implemented. Everyone. So like, literally, the fire department were incompetent, but they weren't. If the higher ups above them had let the department know what they were up against, they wouldn't have been incompetent. They would have been ready for it. But they still got blamed. And at the end of the day, it was a higher up government contractor type problem. Also, you know, it's crazy, Bob. We've got a Kensington in Victoria, in Melbourne. It's the exact same thing, bro. Kensington is the most crazy, diverse mix of the rich and the poor. And the poor live in the high rises. They're some of the worst high rises, most notorious high rises in all of Melbourne. And the rich live in these McMansions on the avenues with the overarching trees. And Kensington in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, is just as they don't give a fuck about the lower class, and it's all about the upper class. And there was, like, during COVID, bro, there was riots and shit in one of them because they locked all the motherfuckers up in one of the high rises. Like, it's weird. It blew my mind a little, seeing that our Kensington and your Kensington are the fucking same thing, man. Like, and I've lived in our Kensington, and I remember walking those streets and thinking, fuck, these motherfuckers have got nice houses. As you go to your fucking flat apartment. But same thing, bro. Exact same thing. They've been there since the 70s. Full of immigrants, drug addicts, people out of prison, cripples, like they just don't give a fuck who they put in there. And then, yeah, when it was COVID and it was lockdown, bro, they treated them like fucking detainees. It was like they were on a, immigrant fucking detainee fucking prison. Like, it was crazy. It's crazy. Melbourne got a little crazy during COVID. Poor cunts. Yeah, Lord Pickles. That's it. Lord Pickles. That's it. Pickles. He had a funny name. I did say that. He had a funny name. Jabba the Hutt, 100%. Fat controller, bro. Fat controller without his hat. He looked like a condom-wrapped Baron of Doom, bro. Like, disgusting, fat, obese, round, very unique-looking motherfucker. Epitome of a lord. He wasn't a politician. This was some rich motherfucker who fucking plotted and schemed his way to the fucking standing that he had in society. Yeah, Lord Pickles. What a fuckwit. They said that at the end, that he'd been elected to the House of Lords. Like, it was disgusting, bro. Like, I knew of Greenfell. I remember the footage. The footage is insane. Never seen a fire like it. But yeah, definitely. If you're English and you watch the doco, it's going to hit you hard. It's going to make you very angry. If you're American, it'll make you proud, because it would never happen in America, and they make that very much known, because it's literally an American company and an offshoot of it. And, they have multiple American technicians on it, and talking about the different codes and regulations. So if you're an American, you'll be like, hell yeah. None of our fucking skyscrapers going up in flames like that. Jet fuel's different. They've definitely amped up the tyre wear, haven't they? My throttle's so fucked too. Like ×5 on tyre wear now feels like ×10. Even though I was struggling more in the Lambo, I was still quicker in the Lambo. This thing does feel like it turns better, but it just still feels slow. Yeah, thumb head, yeah. Yeah, he should have, like, literally, he looked like the Baron from fucking Dune, bro. The Baron from Dune coming out of his fucking tar bath, like, disgusting fat slob of a man. And I mean, I'm not fat shaming. Like, this guy's like, he's like fucking 16 people wide, bro. Like, I'm not fat shaming. This cunt is like fucking Jabba the Hutt as a human. He's got like 19 necks. No, it doesn't, Bob. They do that sometimes, though. Every now and then. And they're generally always the greatest week of racing that you will have on Gran Turismo. They do it. They do it at the Nord. They do it at Spa. They do random weather. But they don't do enough day-night cycles. And I've called them out on that for a long time. I love night racing or twilight racing or sunrise racing. They don't do enough of that at all. You get more of it in GTWS. And the only other time they really even try to emulate it is Le Mans or Nord. You'll like start a race at Nord. It'll be like a 3-lap race at Nord. And the first lap will be like dusk. And then the second lap, it'll get dark. And then the third lap will be complete darkness. And then they do a similar thing with Le Mans. You'll race into the night. But they don't do it enough, bro. And all of the tracks have nearly all of the tracks, about 80% of them, have 24-hour time cycles too, so they don't do enough of it. It's a wasted opportunity. Especially Fuji, bro. Fuji, when the sun's setting, the sun starts to set behind the mountain and the hotel, gets crazy, bro. The sun blocks out and then you get to like here and the sun gets back in your view again. It's mad, like, and especially if it's rain, the track looks, the last sector of Fuji, when the sun's out and the track's wet, some of the best this game can look. Bro, look at my tyres. Even Sophie. Custom races with Sophie, can't add weather. Any track that you race on with Sophie, even if it's a rain track, you can't add it. Sophie can't race in the rain. We're done. Give me tyres. Fucking hell. Why'd I pick the Ferrari? I'm shit at this. I need practice. I should just go back to Goodwood. We'll have a laugh at Goodwood before we call it a day. Maybe we'll be more enthusiastic to do it tomorrow properly. Because I do have a decent time trial there. And I honestly spent 10 minutes on it. I spent 3 laps on it, checked my time, then went back out and went to the garage, and then noticed that my Lamborghini had yellow, yellow, yellow. And then I went and fully rebuilt my car. But it had yellow oil, yellow engine, yellow body. And I'd recorded that lap. And then, yeah, then I went back and went faster. After like 10 minutes, was like, all right, feel a little better now. But it made me laugh that I did a good enough lap with a completely broken car. And I probably hadn't driven that Lambo since fucking Catalunya. And I was smashing it at Catalunya. Yeah, tomorrow will be update too. Apparently the car's still like some old, was it some Citroen DX thing or something? An EV, they're shit cars. There's 3 shit road cars. They'll be really, really bad road cars. Like, you still think it's disgusting. Do I like that brown? Do I have it? I do. Apparently it still does though, Bob. Everyone's always said that. Oil. Apparently it still does, mate. Everyone has always said that. Platonic effect or not. But everyone has always said it. Top 500 time at Watkins. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I guess top 500. Yeah, well done. When I was on form, my expectation, depending on the track, where we were, what we were doing, was top 300, top 100. And Nord, top 100. Le Mans, top 100. Anywhere else, top 300. GTWS combos, I was getting some pretty good ones, but top 300, I'd be happy. See, like even these guys, like, haven't done them. Literally, my 2 favorite tracks. Like, not my 2 favorites, but I love Monza. Don't mind the Merc. Haven't touched it because it's just a pure alien thing. And this is taking a piss. I love Nord. I could have a look at this day. I made the car for it, Nord. I fucking love the Nord. But this... What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like... What are you doing, Kaz? What are you doing, bro? You are... No, that's what I'm saying, wench. I'm saying 100%. I get it. I'm saying I get it. For your growth. I get it. Big ups, mate. Group 4 was short, yeah? Group 4 Watkins short. I think. Or Group 3 Watkins short. Can't remember. But... 100%. Big ups. That's what I'm saying. I understand that. I was just saying, this is, you know, my development. That's the numbers I look at and expect. So 100% a top 500 is fucking a worthy time. You noober. There he is. Hole. Is he number 1 in the world? Alright, sweet. We'll have a look at that first. I don't care about the race. We just want to chase Hole. We just want to see what this cunt does. We were waiting for this. He's not number 1 though. Disappoint. But we were waiting for this. I wish I could watch it here. Seeing as I'm just in qualifying, you should be able to watch it here. Yeah, that's what I said, wench. That's 1,000% what I said. I was like, you could go there for real and drive a better car than the Swift. The Swift would be, it'd be the Swift Sport. It'd be a fully done up one. I'm pretty, because even Dio went there. Dio drove his own shitbox around there. You can drive anything around the Nord. But 100% in terms of like a rentable car, bruh, the Swift would be like fucking the 13-year-old on learner's rentable car, you know? Like the rentable, they got a whole fucking Porsche, the 22 Porsche that's in this game. They got a whole fucking factory of them over there to drive around, man. Like, 100%. I think Lisa's dropping in. Show me the way, Tom. Watch him. Straight up. You won't even slow down. Yeah, well, bro, if you want to pull the Chevelle out again, I mean, make some time on the weekend or something, bro. 100%. Because I miss it bad. And it's done. I deleted the group, bro. The Trans Am group. Like, they're useless. They don't respond to anything. They're all off doing their own thing now. I deleted the group. So, 100%, bro. You pull out your Chevelle, I'll pull out my Charger. Let's go. But you watch you and me be the only people there, and then other randoms join it and be like, I can't enter. My car is too light. My car is too powerful. My car is on racing tires. Oh. No worries, mate. Yeah, street cars are where it's at, 100%. This is real driving. Especially around Goodwood, man. Drive it again. do a pretty gnarly Loki livery. Green and gold's always good to use together. Oh, mate. After coming from a racing car, you completely forget how to drive one of these things. Gone, mate. We're going 200 plus already. So wide on that exit. Fucking hole. He's too good, mate. Especially Goodwood, and especially in a car like this. Alright, we'll have a look at that Nord thing, and I reckon that'll be it for me. And then some football, where I am very much struggling. Sports meds. How generous. How generous. What's gold? 31. Fucking FFs. This is gonna be ugly. Oh, it feels hideous. He's already about 3 seconds ahead of me. For 6 years? It does. Baby, go. Ah. This thing's kind of ballsy. And it's actually got a lot of downforce. Yeah, it reminds me of the Civic, except the Civic was off its head. It was very quick, that thing, like 380 horsepower or something like that. As long as you just hook in with the front end and stay committed, the car keeps turning. Brakes are surprisingly good. I mean, I guess it's really light. Wants to skid a little under braking. And from the sound of it, I think it's a bit of a short shifter because the revs build up real quickly after you shift. You can hear the whistle of the turbo straight away. Reminds me of the BMW. So I think it's a bit of a short shifter. Like you hear the high revs as soon as it shifts into the next gear, rather than a sluggish noise. I definitely don't think you rev it out. Just hook in? Oh, it just hooks in. Wowee. That's mad. I'd be crying doing this in real life. In a Swift. Even in a Swift. I think I'm the greatest person in the world. Driving around a Swift. 160 km an hour. Around the Nordschleife. Check out my turbo too, Toyota Swift, bro. Scott on Norse goes woo-too-too. Too. Wowee. That's interesting. Ride the carousel. Oh, it's so bouncy. This is mad. always said this, it doesn't matter, I mean, with the exception of like a fucking Fiat 500 or something. Doesn't matter what car it is. If I'm on the Nord, I'm happy. It's challenging in its own way. It's been ages since I've driven an FF. Mazda 3, Red Bull. It's very capable for what it is. Be awesome. Imagine a whole grid of it. 20 of these things racing around here. It'd be hilarious. The carousels are hard to judge being an FF. Funsies. Or is it Chinese New Year? Mad. Why didn't anyone tell me this was fun? I mean, Heafy said it'd be fun, but Heafy's a nuffy with a capital double F. Pretty easy to figure out. To going off. Wowee. Not bad. Fun. Genuinely fun. This would be, imagine this being a race A. Lasts for 8.5 minutes, wait 10 minutes. This is a race A, 1 lap. I'd do it. Oh, oh. That'll do. 31 was needed. Eight 17. That's freakish. Surprise Sparrow? Oh, I was going to say, yeah. Surprise Sparrow doesn't have one. Alright, so update tomorrow. What is it? 4 to 6 or whatever? Or have they changed it earlier? Yeah, 4 to 6. 4 to 6 update. What are the cars? We got them confirmed? Or we got them confirmed tonight? Lancia rally car. Oh, the actual rally car? That's cool. But it'll be like a classic still, yeah? Something like that, won't it? Yeah, I heard like an EV, the Lancia, something else. Anyways, I'm going to send you through to Plaka and then set up to chill with some FIFA. But yeah, thanks for listening to my bullshit, my sad stories. At least I got to drive around the Nord. I'll see you later on. The Delta Rally, yeah, mad. Cool. About time, to be honest.